Hi, this is Leo A. Bell, Sr. of www.leosplace.us. Today I'd like to talk about a subject that I've had a long time to think about, and that's animal abuse and neglect. There's too much of it going on everywhere. It's not just confined to the United States, but I mention the United States because I'm a United States citizen, and it bothers me to know that some of us treat our animals no better than a piece of dirt on the ground, whether it be stepping on them, whether it be not feeding them, not taking care of their medical needs when they need help, not giving them the proper care that they need. I mean, it makes sense to me. If you take on an animal, you need to take responsibility, and if you can't take responsibility for them and becomes too much out of your hands, then you need to do the kind thing and surrender them over to the Humane Society where they can get them well again and find them a good home. It's as simple as that. But beating on them and not feeding them, not keeping them clean, not taking care of them, it's as bad as child neglect. And it ought to be treated the same way. You ought to lose them, and maybe in some cases, maybe you ought to go to prison, or at least get a nice hefty fine, so that you don't ever forget about what you did. And nowadays, they just give them a slap on the wrist. They might, in some cases, they do take the animal over, but they don't get hardly nothing out of it in court. And I disagree with that. I think this country's far too lenient on it. If they were a little tougher, it might slow the problem down. People might think twice before they even got an animal. And as far as getting certain animals for your personal gain and beating them to make them obey, what you're saying, that's wrong too. That's not how you treat an animal. You're using that animal to make money off of. At least you ought to be kind with them. And it happens all the time. I'm sure it's happened in circuses, horse races, dog races, in some case some illegal activities like dog fights, which I believe is banned in this country. It happens to all sorts of animals all the time. Giving them tranquilizers to make them go to sleep, stuff like that. This needs to be stopped. Needs to be stopped now. Other than that, that's all I have to say about it. I just think the problem needs to be addressed. I see it on TV all the time. They have shows like Animal Cop on cable TV, and you should see some of the horrific sights that I've seen on these shows. Some of these animals, the way they're treated. And some of them, the bad thing is, some of them they can't even save. They're that far gone. They have to do the kind thing and put them to sleep, because they know they can't save them, because they've been beaten or mistreated or starved to death and stuff like that, to the point where there's nothing left. I think if it results in the death of an animal, I think the person needs to do a lengthy jail term, or a prison term, and then come out and have to live on probation for a while. I don't think it should be made so easy. It's far too easy in the United States to get away with these things. I think we ought to go back to morals. If you have an animal, you take care of them. Yes, the animal is your property, and I guess you can do anything you want, but you should take care of them. Or you need to do the kind thing and surrender them. Thank you, and God bless America, and God bless you.